Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode for notanalog.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about Norton 360 version 6. It has been put in my hands. I have installed it on a couple of computers. I don't actually have a box or anything to show you. The software is now being distributed online. You just download the software, pay the money online, and then you actually get a serial key that you register the software with. So it's kind of cool. I didn't have to actually get someone to send it out. I didn't have to go to a store to buy it. You wouldn't have to go to a store to buy it either. You just download it from the Norton website, and away you go. So anyway, I've sort of given you a little bit of insight there because I have got it installed on 2 computers. You can actually install it on 3. The package obviously, look, let's be honest, Norton and all the antivirus companies have realized that people don't just have one computer in the house anymore. They at least have 2, possibly 3, in some cases probably more. But this one comes with 3 licenses, so I've got it installed on my personal laptop, and I've also got it on a desktop, which is in another room. And to go through some of the features for you, because I think that's probably one of the most important parts, is that Norton 360 is not just antivirus software. I know that when you hear of installing antivirus software on a computer, we still call it antivirus software. So with Norton 360 you actually get a whole lot more. So you also get a maintenance section as well, where you can improve the performance of your computer. Now this computer which I've got is quite new. There wasn't a lot of improvements that I could make on it, but the other computer is getting about 2 years old. And it's true, when you install the software, there's some maintenance tasks that you can run on it, and it frees up space, it moves things forward, it gets you back to almost when the computer was bought brand new off the shelf. And that's a huge value add. Before you used to have to get different software to do that. Now it's all within Norton 360, which is great. It also comes with an opportunity to back up for important files, whether it's documents, photos, and so on. And it doesn't back it up to, just a USB stick, which you can do, but it doesn't just do it to that, it can also back it up to the cloud. Now what that sort of means is it puts it online. So it goes onto a server which Norton maintains and takes care of, because you know what, your computer could break, heaven forbid it gets stolen or something can go wrong, and your backups can also fail as well. But when you've got files stored in the cloud, you're pretty secure there, and it's just another spot where you can store things without worrying. It's an offsite backup. I really like that. You can also schedule it as well, so you can get it to synchronize on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and so on. So you just set it, forget about it. It's also got a very large web security component of it. It checks the websites that you go to before you install it. It also checks the files that you download to make sure that they're safe for your computer. And then it gets down to the granular level of taking care of the people in your home. So for example, that desktop computer is used by people who are under 18, and for me it's a concern that I want to make sure that they are accessing the right websites, doing the right things, not saying the wrong things, and so on. So you can actually control their web presence and stuff like that. So to give you an idea, when I go into the settings, I can see what websites they've been going to, what messages they've been sending, what they've been searching, what social websites they're going to, how much time they're spending on the computer, and it will also email me alerts when they do something which they shouldn't be doing. And what shouldn't they be doing is what we define that they shouldn't be doing. So you can choose to block sites by category, sites by direct address, and you can also just block certain areas of the internet. And it's quite easy. It's stored on through a web interface, and I'm actually doing it from my laptop, not on the computer. So they're not seeing me tinker around, they're just going to websites, and every now and then if they do something wrong, it just pops up saying you're not meant to do that. And at the same time I get an email saying that they did try and do something they shouldn't do. You can actually track and monitor their social conversations. So if you're concerned about your children on Facebook, you can actually track the conversations that they're having with their friends if you want to get down to that level. You can also blacklist and whitelist certain websites. Sometimes a website can fall into a category that it probably doesn't belong sometimes, and you might think, no, that's a safe website, I'm happy for them to access that, just put it in the whitelist. You can also blacklist it because, say for example, it's not in a category which you want it to be, they're somehow still going to a particular website, you can block it for them. It's all very simple to do, and when I first set it up, it took me a few minutes. It was very impressive how how well you can manage it. The other component of it as well is time management. Sometimes you don't want your kids sitting on the internet for 24 hours a day, especially if you're not home or something like that. And you can actually set by day, by hour, whether they can and can't use the internet as a whole. So you can actually say that, you know what, between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m, that's internet time. After that, I don't want them on the internet, I want them focusing on homework or sleep or something else. And you can set that up. It's so easy to do, and I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. So the other features I wanted to mention was that, how do I say it? The fact that it is all in one product. You install the 360 software and you're kind of done. It's done. You install the monitoring and things like that, and then you just set and forget about it. You don't really have to maintain it. Scans are done automatically, updates done automatically. It just does it, and that's what you really need. One of the biggest problems I'm finding with it, this particular version, is that it doesn't support Macintosh computers. So if you have a Mac laptop, like a MacBook or a desktop of a Mac, you can't install it on there. You can install it on Android tablets, which is great for taking care of your smartphone or Android tablet, but you can't install it on a Mac. Norton does have a different piece of software called Norton for Mac, and you can put it on that, but I think it's a shame that you get the 3 licenses, but they can only be used on PCs. That's probably my biggest criticism. It's not very resource hungry on the computer. It doesn't really slow down the computers at all. And I just think that the most important part is keeping everybody safe online. I'm not going to say that it's the best software in the world. I don't know. But what I do know is that if you have a computer without antivirus software, you're insane. You're putting yourself at risk from hackers and losing security online. But just putting your whole family at risk. And I just think you're insane if you don't have any antivirus software on your computer. Not a salesman. Buy any antivirus software. You want to at least have something. But this one is pretty damn good. Check it out. If you do have any questions, please let me know. Comment below or hit me up on Twitter and Facebook, and we'll speak soon. Thanks for watching. Good night.